The nightmare is back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is San Germain, and welcome back to A Nightmare on Sesame Street. I didn't think I would be coming back to this, but since it's been so long since I've done my grab bags, I thought we could have some leftovers, and so since this is one of the Since this is one of the few games I haven't finished, indie games I should say, to clarify. This is one of the few indie games I haven't finished. I thought I'd take some time. Ooh, close one that. Thought I'd take some time and try and finish them. Oh, who's been sleeping down here? C is for cookie. Oh, is that the exit? It was right there. This might be a very short episode. That was easy. Ah, we made it. Hooray. Oh, it's foggy out. You escaped Freddy's nightmare. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, no, we'll play a little bit longer, but not very much longer. Just because I can't have an episode that's 1 minute long. So we'll try out Freddy's foggy nightmare mode. Oh, this is awful. Oh, and the NES cart is gone too. Everything's awful. This all sucks. Oh, and the door's down. Good. So really that means there's just no way of escaping him at all. Because I'm assuming, yeah, the fog doesn't obscure his vision. So, since this game doesn't have a save function, I did have to replay this opening section. Like, a lot. Not as long as I did last, on the video. But that's because I could actually just focus and hunker down, not worry about like, I'm just wasting time sitting here. But if you missed the first episode, the whole general idea is I'm looking for 3 radios. It's basically the NES Nightmare on Elm Street game, but on Sesame Street. But yeah, while I was playing, it just made me realize, like, oh no. Here's hoping. Oh, I hear him teleporting over there. Okay, he's gone. Ooh. He teleports more too. Well, that's good. Oh, wow. So he just like teleports all the time now. I mean, that is more interesting. Has anyone beaten this on Foggy Nightmare mode? I don't want to be the first.
Welcome to your nightmare, bitch.
I think if I had any issue with this game, is that it doesn't quite satisfy the fantasy to me of being stalked by Freddy Krueger. That feels like such a silly thing to say when I'm Elmo. I'm just a silly little guy. But Now that he teleports, though, it does feel a little bit more like it.
Welcome to your nightmare.
But there's sort of like this aspect of... There's sort of like this aspect of horror game design that I've been noticing more and more as I play more indie horror games. And it's that, you know, there is a difference between being stalked and being chased. And I think that's very evident here. Like right now, he's just sort of hunting right now. But the moment that I'm within his eye line, he's chasing me, not stalking me. And maybe this is all nonsense. I mean, I do work with games, but I don't want to speak like an aficionado, and I'm a novice myself. But I do think, like, when you get caught by something that's chasing you, that's like scary the first 2 or 3 times. But then, like, about like the 5th time, it just sort of stops being scary at all, if that makes sense. It just sort of feels more annoying, especially when there's not like a lot of other variation to it either. Like, to the gameplay, I mean, to what you're doing. But with this, with the foggy mode, admittedly, it actually makes for a better experience, even though when I started playing it, I was sort of dreading it. But, you know, it's like right there, like, I feel like when Freddy Krueger's stalking me, I should be scared. Even though I am Elmo, I'm a blocky little Elmo, funny little guy. But it just sort of becomes more like, oh man, I don't want to go find those radios again. You know, it doesn't become, oh no, Freddy got me. It's like, I don't want to do the radios again. I want to stop playing. I mean, I'm not there yet. But I did want to be a bit honest about my experience playing up to where I was previously. Even though advice unwarranted. I wonder if Oscar's here. Nah, still gone.
No response. I guess I'm all alone.
Welcome to your nightmare.
And I guess to clarify a bit about stalking versus chasing, you know, that was like chasing, right? He's very clearly beelining for me. And especially in this mode, there's no escape from that. All the doors are open, so you can't, like, defend yourself, obviously. But you can't, like...
You can't hide from me, bitch.
Exactly, you can't hide from him. So this sort of feels like no point in running at that point. And, you know, that's perfectly fine. But, again, on like the 5th time, it sort of starts wearing on you. Whereas something like Alien Isolation, they'll like back off you for a little bit. And, you know, because they understand that it's less the fear of getting caught by Freddy, or in that case, the Xenomorph, but more the fear of being hunted and stalked by the Xenomorph. Like the feeling of, he's right there. They're like, I can just watch him come and go. Talking Michelangelo. then again, not saying like this game's poorly designed. Obviously, it's still fun. I think how many plays it's got is a testament to that. But I think it's like with any game that, especially that has like Freddy Krueger, I always sort of want like a more in your head experience. Like I guess in an odd sense, if this were like Jason, I wouldn't be as I wouldn't feel any sort of way about them just chasing me mindlessly and being in that feeling of being just trapped physically. Whereas in here, I would like to feel a bit more trapped mentally. That's just me. That's just a bunch of nonsense. But hopefully you get what I mean. Obviously, I'm not bashing the developer. This is still a lot of fun. And of course, the link will be in the description below. I'm starting to think, did I remember to say that when I was doing Munchie Monday? I think I did for some of them, but I don't think I did for all of them. But yeah, we'll play for like 3 more rounds. We'll play for like 3 more rounds, and then if I don't find all the radios, then that's it. Leftovers completed. I experienced this. I hope I didn't sound like I was coming down too hard. I never, especially when it comes to indie games, I never want to sound like I'm bashing the game or anything like that. Because, hey, you finished and released a game that whether or not... I mean, hey, you finished and released a game. Whether or not you know, I have any sort of like minor critiques is not to take away from that. And it's a triumph anyone who releases and publishes a game. And like, they've published a lot of games. So endless congrats on that. I'm still thinking about playing maybe the Scooby-Doo games. I've seen a couple Scooby-Doo games from this developer. I'm interested in that. I do think this is sort of like the foggy nightmare mode is absolutely just for a goof. I can't... I mean, I'm sure it's beatable. I'm sure someone's beaten it. But it is sort of like... I don't think it was meant to be like a balanced experience. I will also say one of my favorite details of this game, and it's such a small thing, and unfortunately I can't show you now, but if you go back to the original video, the first one of the nice little things is that if Freddy's like right up against the door, you'll just hear the sound of the nails against the door, which is just a nice little detail. Totally unnecessary. But that's the sort of stuff that I think sells the Freddy illusion. It is just the idea that Freddy knows where you are, but he's gonna toy with you first.
Welcome to your nightmare, bitch.
Oh, there he goes. And he's beyond it now, right? Anyway, I hope you didn't mind my little je ne sais quoi, my little 5-minute critiquing of a game that absolutely does not need the critiquing. It's a fun game. But yeah, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful night and sweet dreams.